Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. My name is Jared. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Book of Mormon sharing tracker that I put together. If you're new to the channel, what this is I got an email from Chelsea Newman one day, and she was pointing out the phrase flood the earth in this talk. This was this last general conference, October 2022, by Elder Ronald A. Rasband, called This Day. And he talked about how we have the ability to flood the earth, that when you go into your gospel library app and you go to scriptures at the top, there's a banner and a button that says share, where you can share a link for a Book of Mormon app. It's different from the gospel library itself. It's just the Book of Mormon, and it's intended for people that are not familiar with the church or haven't read the Book of Mormon. So I decided, after going over that talk, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe we should just do a channel goal for anyone that wants to participate and see if we can reach like 1,000 and we hit that number. And I want to show you some updates. So what you do if you're new to this, share the Book of Mormon, share it in any way that you want to, in person, mail, text, email, DMs on your social media, post it to your social media page, the news feed. Just do it, okay? Just do it, and I'll put you down on this tracker. And I think that this is one way that anyone that wants to can have maybe the motivation to do a big thing together and hopefully share as many copies of the Book of Mormon as possible. And already we've had some pretty spectacular results. So as of right now, let me go over to the totals. There are a confirmed 3,012 copies of the Book of Mormon that have been sent out since the beginning of this challenge, which started earlier this month on the 5th, is when I first put this together. So that is pretty astounding. Okay. This is bigger than the town that I live in. This is bigger than the town that I live in. That's okay. 3,012. And it doesn't show any signs of stopping, really, because a lot of you have told me about your goals. They have like an ongoing thing. You intend to contact all your contacts that aren't members of the church. And yeah, I would encourage you to do that. You know, we have the ability, we've been given these tools, the internet, cell phones, smartphones, um, social media. It is, this is the easiest time in the history of the world to share the gospel and for it to spread. And hence the term flood the earth, right? It's because of technology. We've been blessed with this. So, oh, sorry, I said the December 5th. I meant the 2nd. So, we've been blessed with this really powerful tool, and we should use it. We should use it. And I think it's very possible to get up to 10,000. Right now, the goal is 5,000. So we just need a little less than 2,000 more, and we'll hit 5,000. But I really think that it can get to 10,000 and maybe even further. And if we get that high, I mean, it's going to be hard for me to track it because as of right now, we have, I have 256 people that have responded to this challenge. Okay. Which is a tiny, tiny fraction of the 13,000 people subscribed to the channel. And every single video that I put out at least gets, I don't know, probably 2,500 views, like at the low end. So I know that you're out there. Please, please participate in this challenge and let me know. All you got to do is put how many you shared in the comments. Or if you want, you can send an email if you don't want to send it in the comments. But send it to me. I'll update your numbers. You can do it anonymous if you want to. There's a few people that have opted to do that. But just do it because as you share the Book of Mormon and I keep this tracker, The idea is I think it'll motivate other people to keep adding to this number. It's like a big spontaneous project that just happened, and we can make a pretty big difference, I think. In fact, there are three people. If you look at this column T, I have three reports of people meeting with the missionaries as the result of this. So, um, I mean, for all I know, there's been more. Let me know. Let me know if there's been more people meeting with the missionaries. But that's pretty good. If just one person um, decided to join the church, um, right, make covenants, get on the covenant path, this would all be worth it. So pretty amazing. I'd really like to see this number go up instead of just 256 people. If you're listening, add yourself. Let's get that to like at least 1,000 people, and I feel like even that's still really low. Um. Anyway, I want to share a few um, stories of things that people have emailed me, a couple ideas. I also I wanted to read something from the church website and then a part of a talk by Todd Christofferson. Um, and then I decided maybe it'd be a good idea to do a sign up sheet. um, if anyone wants to, if you want to take it to the next level, I would encourage you to, or somebody, maybe multiple people. There doesn't have to be a limit. Someone to make a Facebook page, okay, based on this idea. It doesn't have to be associated with me or Flood the Earth. You can call it whatever you want. But I would encourage anyone that's out there to set up a Facebook page, also a Facebook group, Instagram account, Twitter account that's focused on sharing the Book of Mormon. And you do it however you want to. Let it be a place where people can go to find memes. Another thing that you can sign up for is create a meme. Okay, if you create a meme, or do any of these things, I'll put your name right here, and let's just get this going. Because I know that the ability to do this is out there. I know that somebody will probably do this. Um, it wouldn't be a direct association with my channel. If you do a meme, then I'll send it to me and I'll put it on my uh, Instagram and Facebook accounts and Twitter as well. But this can help forward the cause. And then we already had somebody that wrote a poem. It was like a Christmas type poem. That was by Lisa Washburn, and then her sister-in-law Jennifer Stevens shared it with me. So, and then Natalie Stout was the one that came up with hashtag Flood the Earth. And I think it'd be great to keep using that hashtag because, it'll just uh, keep this whole thing together and solid and growing. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll put you on this sign up sheet. And I'm basically just trying to use my platform to do some good. Um, this can be a big group thing, and just, if I have this large of an audience, I feel like it should be more than just talking about signs of the times or trying to figure things out. So we can actually do things with this channel, and that's what I want to do. So let me know if you want to sign up for any of these things. Okay, so a couple things that have been shared with me from some of you. This one is from Diane Dillon. She says, I wanted each primary child in my ward to have a hardback Book of Mormon. I bought them and have made scripture bags to carry them in. The books in the bags have their names in them. I'm currently making bags for the inactive children and the 8 littles who will be coming from nursery in January. That's cute. My total is 25. And then here is a picture of what she did. So that is really great. I think that's great. Okay, thank you, Diane. Great idea. This is Jennifer Stevens, the sister-in-law of the girl that did the poem. She says, I just shared 60 copies of the Book of Mormon with personal messages on my birthday. Wow, what a way! What a way to spend your birthday. That's great, Jennifer. Took me all day. Oh my gosh. We also challenged our entire youth group to share the Book of Mormon digitally with at least one person. And if they don't feel like they have a testimony of it enough to share, they can share it with themselves by reading 3rd Nephi. If they do it by January 3rd, they get to come to a bowling party. Check out the attachment. I greened out the address in case you want to share it as an idea. And yes, I do. That is what I'm currently doing. Okay, so here it is. So they're doing this bowling thing. Complete the challenge to earn your ticket and share the Book of Mormon with one person or three 3rd Nephi chapters 6 through 30. Party is Tuesday, January 3rd, 7 to 8. So that is awesome. And then I have one here from Anonymous. They say, I'm sitting in a meeting of a week-long mission tour right now, and the 70 who is here visiting just told missionaries on our mission that he airdrops the Book of Mormon in airports and on buses, and told them they maybe do that in crowded areas or after their mission. Not sure I should share his name, haha. Thought you would love that. If you share this, it might be better not to share my name, but I live in the Central States area, and then I'm up to 6 copies shared. I'm sharing once a day in a personal way. So far, only one person, one in person, the rest virtually. So I don't know exactly what it means by airdrops. I don't know if that's like just kind of like randomly passing it out to people in those places, or kind of like uh I don't think that he would just like leave a pile of the Book of Mormon somewhere, because that probably wouldn't be good. But I don't know. Make of that what you will. You want to do this in a good way if this is something that you choose to do. Okay, so like I've said before, something is better than nothing. Okay. Now, the best way to do it is to do it in a personal way, in a loving way, in a caring way. Do not be a salesperson. But doing something like this, okay, is also good, because even though it may be a stranger, someone that you don't know, you can still do it in a caring way, not a pushy way. And something is better than nothing. So I like that. I do like that. Here's the poem again. I'm going to put this in the description below if you want to use this. It's a Christmas poem, and you can use this in sharing the Book of Mormon if you text it. Because you can, like, when you go to the Gospel Library app and you click on share, you can choose to text it, or you can do Facebook or whatever. So you can include this with that link if you want to. On the church website, there's a couple things here about this is under share the gospel, share the Book of Mormon, and there's a couple things I decided to highlight here that I thought were interesting. Share the Book of Mormon on social media. The ability to flood the earth with the message of the Book of Mormon is right at your fingertips. They want to flood the earth. You see this? Flood the earth with the message of the Book of Mormon. Now, if you share it this way, um, I'm not going to count that on the tracker, because I'm wanting to track. Um, uh, yeah, it would be too hard, I think. Well, no, okay, let's do this. If you share a meme or something other than that, I'll track that, but I'll track that separately. Um, yeah, but shoot for the actual Book of Mormon itself. But if you do a meme, I mean, that's what the church is recommending to do that. And then it says here, you never know the positive impact your message on social media can have. Watch below how Natalie first heard of the Book of Mormon through an Instagram post, and how it transformed the life of her and her family. And here they are. So you have to think, you don't know what the outcome is going to be of you sharing, but for all you know, the person that you share it with could be the next Natalie and her husband on the church website. Okay. You can't make the decisions for them. You don't know what they're going through in life. You don't know how maybe the Lord has prepared them up to this point, specifically for you to give them the Book of Mormon. So don't make the choice for them. All you have to do, and the only thing that you're responsible for doing, is giving the invitation, and then the rest is up to them. But again, just do it in a personal way, and don't be a salesperson. Okay, learn more at comeunto Christ.org. Direct others to comeunto Christ.org for a great introductory experience about the Book of Mormon. So that's something that you can do. I think it used to be called Mormon.org, but that was before the change on in the emphasis on the correct name of the church. Okay, and that's it from there. Now, just want to finish with this. This is from April 2020 General Conference. I did a search in the Scripture Citation Index for "share the Book of Mormon," and to my surprise, that phrase has only been used twice since 1942, and both of those times have been within the last couple years, in 2020 and 2022. The This Day talk. So I'm sure that it's been said in other ways, aside from this exact phrase, but I still would have thought this exact phrase would have shown up more. Okay, so this is Elder D. Todd Christofferson. He says, "But the restoration is not only for those of us who rejoice in it today. The revelations of the first vision were not for Joseph Smith alone, but are offered as light and truth for any who, quote unquote, lack wisdom. The Book of Mormon is the possession of mankind." So think about that. There's people out there that it belongs to them, but they don't have it. So give it to them. Give it to them for free. From the day the prophet's brother Samuel Smith filled his satchel with freshly printed copies of the Book of Mormon and set out on foot to share the new scripture, the saints have labored without ceasing to make these things known unto the inhabitants of the earth. Yeah, let's continue doing it, especially because now the church has made it really easy to share digital copies, specifically the app. And that doesn't mean, just go with the app. Do it however you want to, but now there's not really an excuse, frankly. It with the internet, we can flood the earth. So let's freaking do it. Down here, while our invitations are without compulsion, so don't force people, uh, we hope people will find them compelling. For that to be so, I believe at least three things are required. First, your love. Second, your example. So actually be what you're preaching. And third, your use of the Book of Mormon. Our invitations cannot be a matter of self-interest. Rather, they must be an expression of selfless love. This love, known as charity, the pure love of Christ, is ours for the asking. We are invited, even commanded, to pray unto the Father with all the energy of heart that we may be filled with this love. And that's something I've known about this, but it's been a long time. So um, maybe if you have to, maybe now's a good time to pray for that. In the footnote from this is a footnote having to do with President David O. McKay. David O. McKay says, "Every person who lives in this world wields an influence, whether for good or for evil. It is not what he says alone. It is not alone what he does. It is what he is. Every man, every person radiates what he or she is." That is powerful. What you are affects everything around you. So, okay, moving on. The third requisite is liberal use of the instrument of conversion that God designed for this last gospel dispensation, the Book of Mormon. liberal use, and God designed it specifically for this dispensation. It is the main tool of this last harvest. We've talked about how Joseph Smith received the gold plates on Rosh Hashanah, and Rosh Hashanah is the first of the fall feasts, and it's in the season of the fall harvest, the last harvest. So the Book of Mormon really is the tool. It's the sickle for this last harvest. All right, continuing. It is palpable evidence of Joseph Smith's prophetic calling and convincing evidence of the divinity and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Its exposition of our Heavenly Father's plan of redemption is unequaled. When you share the Book of Mormon, you share the restoration. Okay. And then there's a story here. When Jason Olson was a teenager, he was warned repeatedly by family members and others against becoming a Christian. He had two good friends, however, who were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they often discussed religion. His friends, Shea and Dave, respectfully countered arguments that others had given Jason against faith in Jesus Christ. Finally, they gave him a copy of the Book of Mormon, saying, "This book will answer your questions. Please read it." He reluctantly accepted the book and put it in his backpack, where it stayed for several months. He didn't want to leave it at home where his family might see it, and he didn't want to disappoint Shea and Dave by returning it. Finally, he settled on the solution of burning the book. One night, with a lighter in one hand and the Book of Mormon in the other, he was about to set fire to the book when he heard a voice in his mind that said, "Do not burn my book." See, you guys, I'm pretty sure that Shea and Dave did expect that to happen. You have no idea how the person may have been prepared ahead of time. It's not all on you, okay, to convert somebody. It's not. The Lord can do his own work. He can prepare people, and he can speak to people like this. So don't limit what the Lord is trying to do. And don't make choices for those other people that you're sharing the Book of Mormon with. Startled, he paused. Then thinking, well, I'm not going to read the rest of that, so you know what happened after that. You can read it. Perhaps it goes without saying that despite genuine love and sincerity, many, if not most of our invitations to share the message of the restoration will be declined. So it doesn't matter. Just expect it to be declined. Just expect it, and it's fine. Few there be that find it, right? The straight and narrow path. It's just how it is. And you never know if maybe later on they'll accept it. You started them on the path. Okay, but remember this: everyone is worthy of such an invitation. All are alike unto God. The Lord is pleased with every effort we make, no matter the outcome. A declined invitation is no reason for our association to end, and a lack of interest today may well turn into interest tomorrow. Regardless, our love remains constant. So, do it. Do it. And hopefully this makes it easy for you to do when we're all doing it together like this. And, you can participate in something that's already pretty big. 3,000 people, that's huge. Again, could you imagine if as the result of this exercise, this operation that's happening right here, if there was like even just the slightest bump in baptisms this year or next year? It's possible. You can make it happen. You can't make it happen, but you can definitely help it along. So join the challenge, and let's see if we can get to 5,000, and then after that, let's see if we can get to 10,000. 10,000 would be amazing. It would be amazing. And I think it's very possible. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Also make sure to share this. Also share the Book of Mormon. And I'll talk to you guys later.